Hello everyone, I am CA Shweta Milani. Today in this new video, we are going to understand about the latest notification issued by the Ministry of MSME, that is the Udyam registration. So in this entire video, we will understand what is given in the notification, plus we will also understand what will happen with the existing registered MSME organizations which are having the Udyog Aadhaar registrations. This all will be covered. So, starting with the first part, in the notification issued on 26 June 2020, the ministry has specified the forms and the procedures for filing the new methodology of registration known as Udyam registration. The ministry is going to develop a new portal which will be called as Udyam portal, and the enterprise after getting registered on this portal will be called as Udyam. This registration will be on the basis of a self-declaration, so you don't have to submit any kind of documents to the government or submit any kind of supportings even online. This is a purely on basis of self-declaration. Once you are registered, you will be allotted a Udyam registration number that will be called as URN, and you will be issued a e-certificate called as Udyam registration certificate. So this is about the what is the Udyam itself. Now, the ministry had also revised the criteria for the purpose of investment in plant and machinery and the turnover criteria. Any entity which has its investment in plant and machinery or equipment less than 1 crore and turnover less than 5 crore. So this is a composite criteria. Such kind of entities will be classified as a micro entities. If the investment is lesser than 10 crore and the turnover is lesser than 50 crore, it will be classified as a small enterprise. And if the investment is less than 50 crore and your turnover is lesser than 250 crore, the enterprise will be classified as a medium enterprise. So these are the thresholds given for the purpose of classification and how whether you meet the criteria or not. Now, additional guidance given under this notification is if at any point in time you move into the next criteria, you move into the next threshold, you will be allotted the higher criteria even if you meet either all threshold. So for example, if your investment exceeds 1 crore, but your turnover is still lesser than 5 crore, you will be still be classified as a small enterprise. You will be shifted from micro to the small enterprise. But when you need to move downward, you have to meet both the two thresholds to meet the downward criteria. This is the clarification given in the notification. Now the next part is calculation of investment in plant and machinery or the equipments. The notification has specified that the calculation of investments will be as per the income tax return which is filed in the previous year. If you are a new enterprise, the investment will be based on a self-declaration basis up to the 31st March of that year. And once you file the ITR for that particular year, it will be linked to your income tax. It will be to your income tax return. Further, it is also stated that the definition of the plant and machinery or equipment will be in accordance with the Income Tax Act. So whatever is specified there, you will have to meet those criteria. Further, the cost of certain items specified in explanation 1 to the section 7(1) of the MSME Act, these all items have to be reduced. So these explanation has provided certain equipments, for example, pollution control equipments, which are not directly linked to the manufacturing activities. Such kind of equipments have to be reduced from the cost of computation of the plant and machinery. So this is about the investment criteria. Further, it has also stated that you have to consider the purchase price in accordance with the Income Tax Act. So you don't have to reduce the depreciation, it should not be the net value, but it should be the gross value before deducting any kind of depreciation. Whether it is first hand or second hand doesn't matter. You have to consider your actual purchase price. Moving on to the next part, that is calculation of turnover. So the notification specifies that exports of goods or services or both shall be excluded for the purpose of determination of the turnover. Information with respect to turnover and the exports will be in accordance with the Income Tax Act or the CGST Act and will be linked to the GSTN. Where the entity does not have a PAN, turnover will be considered on the basis of a self-declaration basis up to 31st March 2021. Thereafter, PAN and GSTN is mandatory, which has been specified in the notification. Now, the next and the last important part of this is an existing enterprise. What will happen to such kind of enterprise who already has a EM Part 2 registration, or it has a Udyog Aadhar Memorandum registration? It says that all existing enterprises which are having itself registered under the EM Part 2 or UAM have to re-register themselves on the Udyam registration portal on or after 1st of July 2020. So this registration holds valid up to 30th June 2020. After that, it will be reclassified in accordance with the criteria given in the notification and need to re-register itself as a Udyam. Further, since they have to get themselves re-registered, the ministry has given certain leeway that their existing registration shall hold valid up to 31st March 2021. So your up to after 31st March 2021, this registration shall cease to exist if you do not get yourself re-registered, and you won't get any kind of benefits under the MSME Act. Now, one more clarification given in this notification is, if there is any kind of upward movement, that is you're moving from the one level to the another level, your existing level or your existing classification shall hold valid up to the end of that particular financial year. But if it is a reverse graduation, that is you're moving from a higher level to the lower level, or you before you were not classified as an MSME, and now since you have sold off your investment or your turnover has been reduced, that is why you're fitting into the criteria of the MSMEs. In that cases, the benefit of the MSME will be given from the 1st of April of the subsequent financial year. So this is the clarification, additional clarification given in the notification. So I hope you have got an idea about what this Udyam registration is, and you have enjoyed this session on and whole. In case you have any kind of queries, you can at any point in time send me a WhatsApp message, or you can revert me by an email, and I will reply you back. Thank you so much. Hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope this has enlightened your knowledge. Thank you.